Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? What do we got? What do we got? Well, um, you know, Spy's just coming off of all-time highs. Uh, if anything, we're stuck with the Qs because we got this consolidation going on with the Mag Seven, and and then we got other groups that are doing well. We had AMAT good yesterday. We had Taiwan Semi with good earnings. Um, so we see some sectors are moving. I got Micron up a little bit today. What else we got today? Lam Research, AMAT looking to take another day up here. Um, five strong quarters in a row. All right. What can we say about the markets? The markets are strong. Now we're having some volatility right now, and that's going to be. And so we're kind of stuck in this rut right now. Um, and I think it's until we get tech. And again, there's a certain part of tech that's moving nicely to the upside. Um, and then you look at your Avgos and your Oracles. They run up and they bring them back in a little bit. And then you got some of them cloud stocks. They're really, really questionable. Just a lot of vol on Salesforce and some of these other stocks, Snowflake, IBM. You see some volatility there. All right. But overall, I mean, we're not far off the highs. Um, Netflix is sitting on the year low, and Costco is sitting on the year high. All right, so what does that tell us? It tells us that for the time that we're in right now, the market's really being supported by our discretionaries, and these are the things I talk about all the time. All right, look at Starbucks. Starbucks making nice moves right now. We're seeing a lot of the retail sector. That's kind of that's picking us up right now. All right, so that's kind of where we're at right now. All right, so margins are continue to be better. Um, it is what it is right now. All right. So futures are quiet this morning coming in. I got the Nasdaq now right now up about 110 bucks on the Nasdaq. Um, the Dow is starting to rally a little bit here. It's been down. So with the Dow not getting a job done, that's going to put some pressure on our staples and on our and I just put them up there on today. XLY, XLP, XRT. All right, those are the three groups that I'm sticking in right now. All right, we're getting pretty decent movement there. Now we got to go back and find some things that haven't moved and see if we can pick up some of those guys. We saw that Victoria's Secrets made that nice move up, and now she comes back at an inside day today. I think that Victoria's Secrets goes back up. All right, so I do see a couple things moving around this morning. Again, I hope you're checking out my Gapper list. I'm not going to go through too many stocks. We're just going to kind of go through the futures here and see what's going on. So, again, here we are coming off all-time highs. All right, right there. It was what, 1, 2, 3, 4 days ago. All right, 4 days ago we made a high. All right, and we got some vol. All right, we're getting vol. And we're getting vol because of the Mag 7 and because of the tech. And tech is like it's like a big cloud over the market right now. And that's the reason why Q's had such a bad day yesterday. There's continuation to the downside. I'm nibbling. I'm nibbling on these tech stocks as they come down, okay? They're going to get right. It's going to take time. Again, I've been talking about this. So I think I said, maybe before tech really gets right, might take until spring. Okay, it might take that long. All right. So meanwhile, we're sitting in a market here where we can scrape up some things here on some of these retailers and some of these some of these XLPs and some of these XLYs. All right. So that is the group that I'm focusing on. And energy. It's flimsy. It gets up and it breaks. He doesn't want energy to go up. He's trying to keep prices down. So you're fighting a battle there. The utilities finally woke up in the last couple of days. Maybe they can give us another day or two. I don't think you're even going to get that much, but the utilities are a little bit better. So here we are coming back down right now. We're stuck here right now. Here's our day, 691.33 to break the day. We're about $2 away from there. All right, and we're coming back down. What's higher on the overnight? So just expect choppy trading. All right, it's going to continue right now. This is not the best time for us to be trying to take big swings with big. It's not that time right now. All right, and we'll know when. All right, we'll know when. But for now, our diamond should be better, in my opinion. All right, and I see that the NASDAQ, the MYMs were down. They're trying to rally back up again, but every time they go back up, they just kind of fall back down. So I'm not having a lot of trust here in the diamonds. Listen, we got through the bank earnings, and they were not great, but we didn't have too much of a blip to the downside. All right, so we'll see there. And we'll keep an eye on our staples. All right, but we got through the banks there. Again, Costco going up on the year is telling us that retail, okay, people are spending money. That's an inflation problem, okay? But we've been living with this inflation. Are we going to 2%? Probably not. I think at some point they're going to be like, okay, whatever it is, 3%, live with it. I think that's what they'll eventually do. All right, I'm done with my rant. All right, so coming back here, 494.37 here, guys. All right, 492.20 to break it back down. We're only $2 away from there. And the triple Qs, really just look at the overnight chopping, okay? Look at the chop that we got going on here right now, right? This is not... if Rob was here, he would say, no. Until we get away, we're going. And just take advantage of if you get drops, you got to nibble a little bit, all right? All right? That's my opinion. That's what I think, all right? And that's just my opinion. And that's not all that much, all right? But we'll see about that. All right, so 2 up on the month here on Qs, and now she's stuck in the middle. What does that mean when she's stuck in the middle? It means that she's undecided. All right, undecided. They don't know which way they want to go. They don't want to crap out. They don't want to run. So we get stuck inside all of this business, and that's why I want everybody to just cool the jets right now. All right, couple names here. Just some of these ones that we had on the PNC was better here today, so we had PNC better on one of the good banks, a creditor that has had a better move here. 215. We're trading at 224, guys. All right, so up on PNC. We're busting out all this business, coming back up to 224 in here. So we're triangling out everything up here, probably all-time high there. All right, so we'll see if PNC wants to do anything there. I'll flip this down to the week so we can get a picture there. All right, so week expansion to the upside. Nice move here on PNC today. That should lift up our financials a little bit. So we pull up XLF, and we should see a little burst there. All right, but are they going to support? Are they going to hold? All right, we'll see. All right, coming back off the lows here with PNC 54.40, not doing much. All right, not doing much there with XLF. A little bit of a move to the upside there. RF is another financial. Regions Financial Bank coming back up $28 now. We are still inside day, but this one looks better. All right, you got full time frame continuity to the upside. What have I been saying a lot lately? I've been saying you got to be a really good stock picker. All right, and if you're striking out, then don't trade. You don't have to trade. All right, regional, and that's fine. That's fine. You know what I mean? So regionals financial better here. We'll see if that one can continue that thing going here. The Carlisle Group here. Carlisle Group not doing much. 66.10. That was a shooter down on the day. That was coming off of the highs. Where we at here, 65. Not much unchanged on Carlisle Group. Not much to talk about there on the financials. Micron. So Micron here, 350. I mean, come on, seriously, this thing's gone all the way back up to 336. Was up to 359. She pulls back. That's a downer day. Look at the vol. Look at the vol. Looks exactly like the Qs. All right. So what's yesterday's lows were 336.19. We're trading at 353. We're taking all-time highs, guys. So you know what that means. Exhaustion risk. This thing's been exhaustion risk for a year. All right. But Micron, just don't go chasing Micron at $353, please. Do not do that. All right, Micron. There's better stuff. RKLB here. I'm going through the gappers here. Rocket Lab got a downgrade yesterday. And she traded and she did well with a downgrade. And 92.46, 93.98 now, so we're going to take another day up here on Rocket Lab. And we know that Rocket Lab's tied into General Dynamics. Not much going on there. We got Lockheed Martin. We got there. I'll tell you what's going. If you want to buy a stock that's up and you feel like it's going to go higher, buy Boeing. Have I been spot on about Boeing? Yeah. Okay. I've been telling you Boeing for weeks. All right. This thing is busting out. Now, is it going to come back in? Damn straight it is, right? And then we're going to be whining. But let me tell you something. Boeing is going higher. Okay? And it will pull back. So be prepared for that too. All right? But Boeing looks really, really good to me. And I think there will be a pullback. There will be, but they're going to take some profits, all right? Some people will just want to get out, all right? So we'll see what there. I'm not going to go through all of these here. I went through Yeti just because I like Yeti. 2 up here on the 49, 58, 50, 90. That's taking a day up. Yeti might not be a bad one today. All right, you got full time frame continuity on the month here, and you are inside week, but with that, we're going to take that up today. So it's going to be 2 up on the week, and this one looks pretty good. All right, so Yeti, see if it can hold. All right, that's one you want to watch on the opening there, see if you maybe get something there. All right, so Yeti. What else here? Some of the casinos are showing they're picking up their heads, but probably just going to get shot at anyway. You know, when the guys are at war, what they would do is they put the hat on the top of their rifle and then push it up. And if your hat gets shot, and you know that there's still a lot of bullets flying around. All right, so that's what we do here. All right, so we watch out. I'd rather get my helmet shot than my head. All right, but wind coming up here. All right, 117.19. Not quite taking day. But we'll see there. All right, and then I like Las Vegas Sands better, and I like where it's coming from the daily here, and we're at $61 here, so 61.24. We'll see if that can get going. That DraftKings tried to get going yesterday and sputtered out. 40 by Super Bowl. Did I say that? 40 by Super Bowl. All right, we'll see what they'll get paid then. All right, they haven't gotten paid all year. Vegas will write a check for them at the end of the year. All right, DraftKings. Caesar, a little better again with the casinos. Higher here, 25.36, slightly higher. All right, these are discretionaries, though. All right, these are discretionaries. All right, so those are the ones that I'm seeing here on the and then AMAT. I just talked about at the opening there. I talked about AMAT a little bit, and AMAT just really stud. 331. She's coming back in a little bit though. She got up to 327. All right, she closed at 319, but either way we look at it, she's up again. But that doesn't mean she's necessarily taking day out either. But it's inside day still, but it's stronger. Okay, so we'll see that. AMAT a little bit better, and Lamb Research is a little better. LRCX. That is in our gapper group. And there's another one, 217.47, now trading 222 to the upside. Still inside day, guys, trapped inside, but higher. All right, so be careful with those. They're going to be ones, okay? They're going to be ones. And I kind of like this one, and I don't know why. Acme, I like this 212. Triangle this out, back up to 93.92. I like this thing. All right, 93.50 there. I don't know if that's real. This looks more real to me. 92.77. This one looks good. I think Acme gets going. They got an upgrade a couple days ago too, so we'll see if anything going with that. All right. All right, and Eaton is higher this morning. Industrials, they kind of. The truckers are coming back in. I see this now. I see JB Hunt coming back down. Everything I talked about with wheels, they're putting them in reverse. They're putting their wheels in reverse. So you're seeing some of these truckers and maybe some of these railroads too pulling back in a little bit there. $344 for Eaton to the upside here. Eaton is good. All right. And then if you like one that's got a bedfellow with it, that might move just in sympathy for the devil is Emerson. No, Emerson's going the whole other way back down. All right, yesterday's lows were 147.76. We're slightly inside day. All right, so watch out for this one. Eaton and Emerson. Again, bedfellows. See if anything comes of that. So that's it. I mean, Netflix is sitting on the year low and Costco's sitting on the year high. Okay? Says a lot right there. All right? Just that statement alone. My support levels on SPY, on SPX are 69.30, and my resistance number is at 70.10, all right? It's pretty wide. It's like 85 bucks, but with this kind of vol, you got to have that. You got to have it. All right. So now we'll see if the Qs can shore up today, and if the Mag 7 can get a little bit better here today. They're still chopping. Again, until tech gets better, stick with these staples. Stick with and maybe energy, but she's flimsy. Stick with those staples. XLP, XLY, XRT. All right, that's who I think where we should be. See if we can ever get that Macy's back up again. Macy's came back in with a 3. Oh, give me that 312 up today, Macy's. 21.45, not doing anything, but I like that 312 coming back up. I lost my month. I lost my week. So until these things start to at least start moving, okay? If they're not even moving, then just stay away. Cybers, I think they're going to go higher. And I think if you buy them, they're going to go against you. All right? So if you don't have the wherewithal to hold them, then don't get in. And then just wait for them to get better, and then you'll see. I'm going to leave it with this. All right, CrowdStrike, I really don't trade that one. Just too hot for me on CrowdStrike. All right, so I go to the ones that are a little bit say, look at this. I mean, look at that horrible year. All right, coming from last year, you finished it. Look at the 3-month down. Come on, man. All right, we're not going to have cyber. Come on. 3-month down here, guys, sitting on the low of the month right now. All right, just look at the months. That's all you got to do. All right, and then watch Fortinet. I've been trading Fortinet. I made some money in that stock yesterday. Here we go again with the 312 downer. All right, so there's no hurry. We're not going into these things anytime soon. But what I'm saying is that we're going to watch the weeklies on these, okay? Not the dailies. All right, we're going to watch our weeks, the shooter come down, and then once we see a week start to firm up, then we might get interested, and I'll keep an eye on them. All right, checkpoint CHKP is another one here. Again, watch the weeks. All right, the weeks are going to tell us on this one. Okay, this one's not bad. You're stuck in the middle on the month. You're undecided. You really got some vol going on here, so you don't want to be trading that right now. But a little better on this guy. All right, and then Okta, because Okta got an upgrade, and shoot her down, shoot her down, shoot her down, shoot her down. But look at the month. All right, month's not doing that bad. Shoot her down on week. All right, so mixed bag, real right now. All right, let this thing do its business and come down and finish this week. See how the new week starts. All right. All right, we're going to watch the cybers, but we're going to watch through the week only. It's the only bar we're going to look at. All right, and we'll see if they get better. Eaton up this morning here, looking across here. Nike, unchanged. Chipotle Mexican Grill, back down to 40.22. Starbucks is good. All right, Starbucks is good. And if I get any other names that I see on the discretionary side that look good, I'll be popping them out to you during the day. All right, that's it. That's all I got. Be good. Happy Friday. Go Bears. Be good.